the story of Google, and it's hard to believe that it's just 12 or 13 years ago that there was two guys running around Stanford maxing credit cards buying servers to a point where they are the glue of commerce for many businesses around the world. So many exciting things happening: social media, mobile commerce. You guys have created Google Places, for example. You expanded your workforce in Dublin by 200 people to focus on location-based services. There's a whole thrift buying movement coming along that's doing very well, and it's kind of almost like for the times that we're in, almost people with less money, but they want to get value. How do you guys see e-commerce evolving? With all these exciting things happening, and where do you see Google? I mean, Google began in search, then it moved into advertising. Now it's a force in mobile communications, for example. But specifically in helping businesses for the next generation, what kind of things mostly have you guys fired up?
I think search will always be the core. So the advertising you talked about is on the back of search, and most of the things that you're talking about are just ways of making search even better and more relevant and more useful. So mobile, social and local, I think, are the three big levers that we're going to see making search even more useful for consumers and for the businesses that connect to the consumers through that offering. So with mobile, your device will know where you are, and it will make sure that the search results are relevant to your location with your permission. With social, in the fullness of time, your search results will know more about the kind of things that people like you or friends of yours like, and therefore you're more likely to like, and they will bubble up. Well, I talked about mobile and local, but there are two aspects to that. Your mobile device knows where you are, but it's also got all sorts of capabilities that you don't have on the desktop. So in the US right now, with Android devices, fully 25% of all searches are conducted through voice search. So that really hasn't even started to hit the streets of Europe yet, but that brings a whole new raft of search volume and search occasions which will drive commerce, and advertisers need to be linked onto the back of that.
I actually tried out search on the Nexus S gingerbread phone there recently, and it is lovely to use, and I was using it accidentally because my hands weren't free. But the way where it's going, I mean, because that is the thing. I mean, we see a lot of clever things happening with QR codes and barcodes, and people being able to shop and compare online. I mean, are we seeing a point where the high street experience will merge, seamlessly with the online mobile experience?
I think if you talk about marketing in general, in the past we've thought of digital marketing as being on the internet and traditional marketing being off the internet. I think that distinction is going away, because my view of digital marketing is anything that's targeted with a response path. So if I think about now with my latest phone, I can take a picture of a magazine ad, and even without a QR code, with the right kind of back end, it can recognize the picture of the ad, serve me up a page on my phone which is relevant both to the ad and to me, and I can click through that and I can go book a test drive or order a product or whatever. And so now this traditional offline thing becomes an online ad because it's interactive and it's targeted to me. And so that whole separation is going to merge, and companies need to get their heads around this.
All of these things are happening at a blindingly fast speed, and just as we started the interview, there are still businesses at the far end that are the beginning of this journey. And when you think about it, I always think that local is the new global, in the sense that because you can reach people by virtue of location, as I said. Is there going to be a movement soon where someone will be able to just simplify all of this and make it happen in one fell swoop for a business? Because there seems to be, I remember when e-commerce first came on the scene, banks were pushing e-commerce payment packages, telecoms companies were doing the same. Nobody seems to be doing it now, where if you do try to embark on an e-commerce journey, you have to look at a list of different things. You need to look at your hosting, your storage, this thing called the cloud, all these different things you have to make a big list of and find out different practitioners for it. But is there a case for uniting it? And do you think this may be something Google will play a role in a greater way?
Well, in the UK, we've had the Get British Business Online campaign, which you may have seen, where we've worked with some partners to try to pull together a number of those offerings to make it very quick and easy for small businesses to get themselves online. So that's something we're still evaluating, and that may go to other markets based on the continued success there.